Hello, Hare Krishna. My name is Jvalamukhi. I am continuing my video series, The J Files, which is a video blog of the book that I've written called My Hoo-Hoo and the Destiny of the Universe, the Golden Age, the Great Sinister Movement, and the Firewalk of a Hare Krishna Kid. This is video number 22. That evening, while my angel boys and husband slept, I locked myself in the bathroom. I stood there for a long time looking at myself in the mirror. My 6-year-old self looked back at me. She was very brave. There were tears in her eyes. She had this look like, "There," I told. "Will you accept me now?" I was finally able to feel. On all fours on the cold tile floor, I screamed silent screams so as not to wake anyone, snot running out of my nose, blinded by tears. My heart hurt so much, it literally felt like it was going to burst out of my rib cage with its searing heat. But it felt good somehow. It felt healing to feel. When I had cried all that I could, I climbed back up the squeaky spiral staircase and got in bed between my husband and the baby. I curled myself up around him and smelled his angel breath and felt the warmth of his soft hands in mine. I stroked his wispy dark hair and said, "I love you, honey. I love you, baby." I kissed him all over his sleeping face, waking him up somewhat. He rooted around for my breast, eyes still closed. Nursing him back to sleep, the day's events played out on my mind. But I was safe now. Beth was safe now. She was free from the insanity. Her mother told me once, many years later, Beth was always almost dying. She tried to jump out of the window in a moving car, but my oldest son caught her by the ankles and pulled her back in. I cannot say many fond things about her mother. Poor woman. She goes around speaking of her daughter's death as if it were something gloriously ordained by Krishna. I suppose everything is ultimately, but wow, is she clueless, or is she? Later, I discovered just how many women were dragged in on those ritual scenes and made to witness and or participate. There is power in that, apparently. After the ritual, they are all brutalized and threatened, mind-controlled, and then they forget. They stuff it all down somewhere in their psyche. How many senior women, Prabhupada disciples, have really weird diseases and serious denial issues? How many would rather die than remember? A lot. I have continuous memory of my mother telling me, "After Dad beat me one time, I got in my car. He road raged, following behind me all the way to the police station. I went in to report it, and they basically sneered at me and did not take the report. The officer told me, 'Don't know what you're going to do about it, ma'am.'" Commerce said that is normal for police to be involved in ritual abuse groups. They have their members stacked in all the major professions where people would go to get help, like healthcare professionals, therapists, lawyers, judges, guardian ad litems, law enforcement, politicians, clergy, school teachers, etc. I attended Arti worship with the boys this evening for Julan Yatra, the swing festival. Shamasundar, the Lord with a beautiful blackish body, seemed to have his eyes on me the whole time. He deeply cared. I told Kamra, back then when I had no one except fear, I would go to Lord Jagannath, the smiling Lord of the universe, and to Srila Prabhupada, his Murti, his deity form, and just sit there in front of them, and I would feel love. We, the second generation, were interrupted. We were sent to serve God. Instead, we were attacked by our so-called leaders and our clueless or complicit parents. Now it is our mission to heal, to not repeat the cruelty that was meted out to us, to heal, to roar, and to thrive. to laugh and to love, to heal, to chant and dance purely without their poisonous influence, to heal, forgive, and protect, and to make sure this never ever happens again. Jai Jagannath, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Nityananda Ram, Jai Patita Pavana Gaura Hari. A song came to me after that. I always feel like I just want to sing it to you, but I don't know if the words will come across, so I will recite it. I am meditating how to record my album properly, and so you can get the full effect. This one is called The Sound of My Surrender, and it has like a 10-minute piano introduction, and it's a description of what I've described in the last video and in the beginning of this one, and my desire to transcendentalize all of it through surrender to Krishna. Do you want to hear me remember? Hear the sound of my surrender. Do you want to know what I've got to say? Or will you turn your back and walk away? Do you wanna? Do you wanna? Do you want to hear me? Do you want to see me surrender? Hear the sound of my remember. Want to know if I'm okay? Hold my hand or walk away. Do you wanna? Do you wanna? Do you want to hear me? Do you want to know if I'm at peace? Yeah, because I got my gun, I got my saber. I feel like drinking your blood and sinking my teeth when you, I remember. When you, I remember. Robed, insidious pretender, with tilak on your forehead, infiltrated, desecrated, defiled, reviled. Fuck the children and the innocent. They knew we were sent here to serve God. They knew we were sent here to serve God. Black and red and pyramid, bricks, pool house, rope in the water dead. This is how I found her, if I told I was next. They infiltrated, desecrated, defiled, reviled, and tried to destroy Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON. Fangs and wings and spiky tails, black and red reptiles with tilak on their foreheads. They tried to destroy Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON. You want to see me surrender? Through your guts stick my saber. Shut up and hear what I've got to say, and maybe then I'll feel okay, and maybe then I'll feel okay. Two sent by two in coffins, bound and gagged, lives forfeit in sacrifice stabbed. Bullet burst her baby's head, hung from the ceiling, on us she bled. How do I know if anything is real? I close my eyes and trust what I feel. The fear and anger crush my chest. Courage to heal. This is my test. This is my test. Pure and powerful, full of life and beautiful, delicate, devoted. It was we who were sent here to serve God. It was we who were sent here to serve God. They smelled our purity and power. The fanged, tilaked reptiles, fucked and defiled, they kept us down for a while. Do you want to hear me remember? Hear the sound of my surrender? Roar, lion, pure love, light, this darkness is our fight. Now, integrated, infiltrated, interwoven sickness with blades of purity, cleave the demon from the deva. This is our seva. Cut the demon from the deva. This is our seva. I see the seed of sickness in their hearts. Planted in my pain, it begins a start, sends a root to tap my soul. This is the demon's goal, to pollute the soul. But I was never one of them. I was never one of them. I was sent here to serve God. I was sent here to serve God. They tried to destroy Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON. Through the fire, through the pain, went the metal of our blades. And those of us who are not dead, purified to rise again. So, do you want to hear me remember? Hear the sound of my surrender. Insidious pretender, know that a child sees through you. It was you who abused you. It was you who abused you. Violated, raped, and fucked again, used goods by the age of 10, pimped out by the Guruji, and you wonder, what's up with me? Where do I go when everything is real? Close my eyes, try everything but feel. When the fear and anger crush my chest. Courage to live, that is my test. Courage to live, that is my test. So I ask myself, do I want to remember? Feel the force of my surrender? Do I want to finally be okay, or close my eyes and run away? Close my eyes and run away. Do you want to hear me forgive you? I'd do anything not to be you. Even the stones will cry for you. I'd do anything not to be you. I'd do anything not to be you. The love, the grace, the chance that was given you. Srila Prabhupada personally initiated you. You swore, you vowed, with your head you bowed. But clearly your heart stayed closed. You did not take this, your mortal, tragic mistake. Even the stones will cry for you. I'd do anything not to be you. I would do anything not to be you. So, do you want to hear me forgive you? The scared and angry child that is you? Know that I see through you, petty fool. Petty fool, petty fool, petty fool. Don't you know you could never touch me? Don't you know you could never touch me? I was sent here to serve God. I was sent here to serve God. It was you who abused you. It was you who abused you. Do you want to hear me forgive you? I'll not drink your poison and seek revenge. I'll not give power to the pyramid. I'll not close my heart in anger and fear. I am a spirit soul and I don't live here. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath. By his grace, I clearly see. I am untouched, unhurt, uncut, happy. I'm brighter than the sun and freer than the wind. The force of my love will make even iron bend. Now, feel the force of my forgiveness, with the Lord as my witness. This rage, revenge, I pray to release and beg for your deliverance, and beg for your deliverance. I am God's child. It is time to go home. Come with me. It is time. It is time. It is time. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jai Jagannath, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Jai Prabhupada. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.